Hey YouTube, this is my own trick. I've been doing a lot of intermediate and advanced tricks, and I thought maybe it's time I do a few basic beginner tricks for people who are just starting out. And this is impromptu, and if there's a lot of people who know nothing about cards, then this is the one that'll fool them. If you do someone who knows a few moves and that, then it's not going to fool them. I'll show you performance in the tutorial. It's an impromptu deck. You can shuffle, so it's impromptu, so no setup. You can borrow a deck of someone or whatever. All the spectators needs to do is remove 3 cards. So they remove the 4 of diamonds, the 9 of hearts, and the 6 of clubs. So the 4 of diamonds is 9 of hearts and the 6 of clubs. Now what the spectator has to do is turn over one of these cards face up that I can see. So let's say they turn over the 9 of hearts, so the 6 of clubs and the 4 of diamonds are face down. So remember, we've got the 6 of clubs, diamonds, and the 9 of hearts. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take the 9 of hearts, and the spectator's going to put it in the deck, out there, and leave it slightly out jogged. Now we're just going to click our fingers and push it all the way back in. Now they're going to take any one of the next cards and face down, so I can't see it. I'm going to put it in the deck and finish it off. Now, so we've got 1 card left. Now there's no breaks, so that makes it pretty much nice and fair. And I'm just going to take the card and we're going to put it as near enough to the middle as I think we can get it. So that's probably not near the middle, but okay, who cares? It's nicely in there. We'll give the cards a few cuts. Spread them out, sandwiched in between 2 cards, and after putting these cards in random positions and no setup whatsoever, we just so happen to come across 2 very special cards, and these cards were the 6 of clubs and the 4 of diamonds. Cards you selected at the beginning of the trick. This trick is called Drawn Together, and it's time for a tutorial. It's ever so simple. So okay, again, it's impromptu. Take 3 random cards. So this time we've got the 4 of spades, the 6 of hearts, and the 6 of diamonds. We're going to turn one of these cards over like that. That's perfectly fine. So you've got the 6 of hearts, the 6 of diamonds, and the 4 of spades. Now this bit's important. You can put this card in. The spectator can put this card in wherever they want, but they don't push it in all the way. It's important it goes in face up as well, because you'll see why. And it's better to use an older deck, and you'll also see why. Now you push it in the rest of the way, and you lift up at the same time as you're pushing in. So it lifts, so you can make a break underneath the cards. So I'll show you that again. Spectator pushes the card in, about there, and you push it in the rest of the way and lift up at the same time and catch a break with your pinky. Now with this card, you put it underneath the break, you drop the break and push the card all the way in. And now this is why it's important to have an older deck, because you can see there's a natural little groove where I've riffle shuffled the deck together and used them so much that they bend. So when you put a card in that's concave the other way into the middle of a deck, it creates a groove. And this is essential in lots of magic tricks, and that's why people like to use old cards instead of newer cards. Now this bit is where you hold on to that break because you don't want to push it back down. Obviously, naturally there is one, but it's better if you kind of hold it open a bit wider. And no one will ever expect this. You just push the next card above the face up card, and yeah, that's pretty much all there is. You can give it a few false cuts if you don't know what false cuts are. If you're a beginner, just type in Jake Wolf Makes 7 and look for look for the false cuts one. It doesn't matter if when you're cutting or whatever you come across the 4 of spades like that, or with a card, because it doesn't matter. And then yeah, you could just show, and then you take the card above and the card below the four of spades, and then quite simply it's always going to be 6 of diamonds and the 6 of hearts. Leave a comment and tell me what you think. That's Jake487 here. We've drawn together.